Welcome back to Under a Rock, everyone. Hope y'all are doing well and having a good end of your week-ish by now. This will be my last stream for quite a bit. I'll be out of town for a few weeks and then we'll be back. But super excited to jump back in to this awesome game, this awesome alpha of a game. Another disclaimer for anyone who's tuning in new. This is the very early first alpha of Under a Rock, so we get access to some of the awesome building stuff, and that is the main goal of this alpha, is to kind of test out and try out a lot of the building. So in the last stream, we started working on a cozy beach house, trying all kinds of interesting things to see if we could find wonkiness with the snapping and all kinds of stuff to give the devs a whole lot of feedback, which is definitely super exciting. So I really appreciate anyone who's on watching today. Hey, Valley, welcome in. And M1100 Go changed your ad, I think. Welcome. Love to see more. Heck yeah. And Lisa, welcome. Hope y'all are doing well. All right, let me go ahead and launch it up. They've done a couple little patches and stuff again since last time, so hopefully everything continues launching and working okay. I suppose I should have tested it before a little bit, but you know, we'll figure it out. Hey, Drayshawn, welcome in. JB Grimm, welcome. Welcome in, everyone. All right, we'll go ahead and boot the game. Should be up here soon. Heck yeah, there we go. Adrian Code, welcome, and Surface Healer. Making breakfast, so we'll be out and hope everyone's doing good. Heck yeah, we'll have a good breakfast. All right, let's see. Let's go into the building world, and we'll keep messing around. And first and foremost, one of the devs, Liquid, was watching the VOD of my last stream and reminded me about something that I missed in the last stream. I saw the clip of this in the trailer, but I totally didn't, it didn't register to me that this is where we find it. So, remember in the last stream, well wait, didn't we have, okay, they don't show up in the stairs. That's why I must have missed them. Okay, let me try to scroll through stuff. And hopefully it shows up for me, because Liquid was reminding me of something that I wanted to show you guys today. I'll manually try to scroll and see if I can find this building piece. That's why I must have missed it the other day then. Here it is. So, remember the other day when I was like, oh, it'd be cool to have different heights of stairs? Well, we can place single steps in this game. So yeah, even more versatile than multiple different heights of stairs is that we can place all those, which is really cool. And then I can undo a few of them. So yeah, they just don't show up in the stairs category then. That would be the only thing. And that's probably why I missed them, because I had filtered by stairs, I think, when I was doing these little stairs. But yeah, so that way we can actually build up sort of a custom wall height and get our stairs the height we want it, exactly the height we want it, or do different decks and things that are kind of alternating in heights. But yeah, that would go hand in hand with the half and narrow walls, and yeah, steep stairways, possibly steep stairs. I mean, we'd have to see if stairs would make sense to also do in the shallow or steep options kind of along with the roof. But either way, that's really nice. So if they add those, maybe like the single steps would make like half widths as well, just to add that extra freedom for small pieces. But otherwise, I really wanted to show you guys that, because that was one of the things that, you know, today we'll have to move those stairs back a little because I bonked my head into them. But that's really cool that we can have those as custom height stairs. And then another thing too that I was wanting to possibly try today, along the lines of the whole, like, can we build a half wall? Because what if we took a full wall and then put the other one on top of it, and then, oops, wait, what the? Oh, I accidentally hit Z, because Z in the scroll wheel is what moves it in Enshrouded. Yeah, so if we wanted to get a half wall, technically we can. The textures are weird, but it's very cool that that was something I wanted to try out, that I was realizing yesterday as well, of like if you wanted to extend your walls up to a custom height, you could do that, which is very awesome. And then it sounds like every 2 clicks or maybe 4 clicks or something is the height of a stair piece. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys that at least, to show you that there are workarounds and things to the current, snapping and build system and stuff. I think it's just a matter of them sort of making the textures mesh together maybe a little more or something, and maybe they could even leave it at that to where you could just use the little shift in the scroll wheel to bump the pieces up and down to customize your wall height. With walls that are specifically textured, this would be a lot harder. So, if you were trying to do a window wall, for example, things like that, it would be a bit harder to do that, and that's where half wall pieces would definitely come in handy. And, essentially just quarter wall pieces. That way we can build up or around wherever we want. We even have window blinds. My gosh, all kinds of really cool little bits and bobs in here. But yeah, something like the log wall, right? Like if we tried to glitch this down, we could try to make it work, and it sort of repeats that stone texture, but it's a little bit harder with walls that are like a full texture through the whole thing. But hey, MC Evil, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And Atomic Riftmaster, making dupe, welcome in. Just saw the crab. The game actually does look a bit like the crab rave video. Make a house floating in this game? Yes, you can. There is no structural integrity or support, so you absolutely can if you wanted to. You could go into the landscaping and build your own house on like a floating island of rocks or something if you wanted to. Like if I wanted to make myself like a cool floating island and glitch a whole bunch of rocks together and create that, I could. Or anything. It's got a very, very cool things going for it there. A lot of creativity. Does it also work with clipping into the terrain? Oh wait, place one wall, clip the second half in it, delete the first wall and clip the second from below? I'm not sure entirely what you mean, but I'm pretty sure it does, because I mean, if you're wondering at least about how it would clip into the ground, we can do that. So, if I wanted to lower something in the ground or raise it, right? And nothing is red, which is nice. You don't have any sort of, and yeah, you can, have walls go on the sides of things and go underground if you wanted to cover up the side of something. If maybe you're wondering that. Don't even need to do it the long way you were describing. Yeah, you can just literally squish it down. I mean, there's no... Yeah, so that aspect of it is very nice. That nothing is, like, red if it's glitched into something. And glitch building is definitely something that I think every game needs, and this game already has it. So from that perspective, like, if I hit Alt to free place something, in no way or shape or form is this red anywhere. There's no such thing as not being allowed to place a building piece, which is amazing. Hopefully they keep that in the final game, because that's something that, that being able to free place stuff anywhere and not have it turn red or anything like that, definitely a very nice thing. Such a shame you can build like that, because then you can exclude all enemies. Make no sense to do that. I mean, okay, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I find it funny, a lot of people are like, oh no, you shouldn't be able to build without structural integrity or the ground or things like that. Play Valheim if you want structural integrity or ground stuff, right? There's so many other games that have it even harder core than Valheim if that's what you want. And anyone can make whatever experience they want in this game. If you want to build it on the ground and have enemies, come and get you and stuff, you can do that. Nothing that says you can't. Matthew, welcome in. Missed the first 2 streams. We catch up on those. Excited for this game to launch. Heck yeah, welcome in. Glad you could join us here. And Hugs and Biscuits, welcome. Sherry, welcome back. Hope you're doing well and enjoying the game. Yeah, beauty of sandbox games. Play how you want. Exactly. And there's always games to cater toward everyone's specific wants and needs, you know, and settings to cater toward specific wants and needs. I really like finally having a game like this that is similar to Enshrouded in that way, where there's no gravity, there's no building integrity or anything like that. You can just go as big and wild as you want, because we don't get a game like that's what part of what makes this unique is the fact that it gives you that freedom. Because every other game with this style of building that I've thought of doesn't really allow you to do that, and so it's kind of refreshing to have that here. Kalinom Nom, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, I'll do some of these, since we have those little single steps. I can also take these big ones and just pop them down in the back there of the deck, which I was thinking of doing. That'll be nice. But yeah, I figured I wanted to show you guys those things right off the bat. That was, they're just not in the proper categories yet, but they're there, which is super cool. So thanks, Liquid, for letting me know. I like they've done it this way. On one hand, restrictions force creativity, but having no restrictions also opens up the floodgates on a lot of on what a lot of people create. For sure. I think that's the thing. And the restrictions, as far as I think of like restrictions, it's the build pieces we're provided with, you know? I would think, like, if you think no restrictions, think like just create a house in Blender, right? Or like a 3D modeling software. Because, well, then there's no restriction. You make it whatever you want, right? So the restrictions to me are the terrain, the building pieces that are provided, certain things like that add that challenge. And I kind of like it when the sort of grindy, realistic bits are left out to just leave that fantasy, like, creative freedom that you don't get in real life. And I think that's kind of cool in this game. And keep in mind, there will also be flying creatures and things in this game. And so building your house in the sky may not always keep you safe. So do keep that in mind. There will be flying mounts in this game that you can ride and fly around with and things like that. So that's also a reason that gravity is kind of cool, that you could build like a floating island base or something if you wanted to. Hey, Code, welcome in. Hope you're doing well today. Loving the build so far. Heck yeah. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking it. Did you get much chance to dabble in it yet? A little bit. I got to catch up on some stuff. I think you did that one stream. You do the stream about this one. But yeah, how are you liking it so far? Does the game limit build size like Enshrouded? Nope. You can, in theory, build literally across the entire map if you want to. There's no restriction. First of all, no restriction. And then secondly, there's no lag. The more pieces you place, doesn't matter. You could place, 100,000 lights and it's not going to drop your frames. So this game, optimization wise, it's amazing. There's a little bit of optimization when it just comes to like the pure performance overall of the game, just to get it to run on lower end computers and, things like that as it gets finalized, obviously, which we won't see in an alpha. But for as far as like the overall performance of the game goes, nothing you can do in this game yet makes it more laggy than it is, so that's great. Yeah, absolutely love the freedom. There's nothing more frustrating than needing that piece that isn't available when you're stuck at the well crap now. yeah, right? It's very true. Played it a few nights so far. I have not had a chance to stream it yet, though. Okay. I think maybe you were mentioning wanting to or whatever, but yeah, you got a few hours in it now, though, so yeah, hopefully you're liking it. Yeah, nice to the no lag. Yeah, definitely awesome. Katesy, welcome in. Figured by now you'd have an entire city built. Am I slacking? An entire city, my goodness. That's a big expectation here. All right, let me get these stairs sorted for you guys so that we can have our stairs going up to the right heights. And then we'll do one there. Yep, this is good. And then I think if I can get it to snap on here. That's the other slight issue that I've had with pieces is like when you have a half wall or something, they don't want to snap. So yeah, unfortunately. But what we could maybe do here, because it doesn't snap, we could use those individual steps because those will work. And I think we just have to, yeah, rotate them around this way. And they'll look identical to the large stair. And then that way we can just use those and then, you know, have a little workaround to make it snap the way we want it. So that'll work. And then for this one, let's see here. We'll want like a little halfway. I think what I'm gonna want actually is this middle one to be the one that's farther away. So, oops. Yeah, let's do that because we gotta still do that first level. That's a different width and stuff. So, let's bring this one out by one more. We'll just patch up these stairs here quick. Make them all work nicely. Okay. And then put this one here. There we go. And then that'll be for the stairs that go here. So the bottom one goes there, and then this middle one is what would go slightly back. And let's see if that decides to snap. It probably won't. Yeah, so this is the one we're going to need to use those individual step pieces. There we go, and then rotate it around. Okay. Smiley Devo, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Really appreciate you. Welcome in. Yeah, individual step, that's amazing, right? I had to show you guys that when the dev reminded me that they have them in the game. I just didn't find the category, so that's amazing. Super cool. Restarted like 3 different builds, then got stuck into just re-rolling worlds to see what all generates. Oh, nice. Did you find anything interesting so far? Like that's different among different worlds and stuff? Different cave variations or other cool things? Is the design meant to be that the walls that you put out is a bit higher up than the floor? It's not connected. Oh, yeah. These walls, these little wall styles are kind of more of like these dividers. So they have these little poles coming down. Yeah, because I see what you're saying. The little gap in the bottom here. It does, you know, have that on some of the wall pieces. Some of them it doesn't have that though, but yeah, some of these ones where it's like these sort of rickety, more open style build pieces. I guarantee you all the stone pieces and all the more closed building pieces do not have that. It's just those open ones. This is the thing though that I was wanting to try to see, like what are these? Can you open or close them? Or are they just like window blinds that you could like place over the window? I think they're just window blinds. I don't think they're interactable. I was just curious though. Oh really? You had one that was almost all flat valley. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Sound Pilot, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. No function yet. Gotcha. It's cool. We can add them though. Have a couple of them in certain places. So there we go. Now we have our stairs. Our stairs figured out. That would be another use for like half railings. I'm gonna write that down as well, just with, you know, half or quarter building pieces in general. But yeah, half railings would be very nice. Let's see here. Yeah, and that way we can fill in little gaps or little half triangle pieces, basically just quarter pieces, you know, just to have that that freedom for more of the building and stuff. So we can also, you know, if I wanted to fill that in with a railing piece, I can also, well, actually, this in this case will not snap to a halfway point. But I was gonna say if I could snap it in, you know, like I suppose I could try to like, well, no, I can't free place it either because the free placing doesn't snap, or it's not the bottom of the railing piece. So yeah, there's no way to fill that in. The only way to fill that in would be to use one of these pieces, which also actually does not work because we can't get it to snap in that middle piece. We'd have to bring it out to there. So yeah, smaller pieces for sure would make things easy. Kisby, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Welcome, welcome. Had a few rock formations, which was cool. A cave or two. Nice. Okay. So it's not too different from seed to seed in terms of what content is on them. It's just the complete different variation of the world. That's kind of cool. Yeah. Hey, Still Saber, welcome in. And yeah, I was gonna suggest that for the blinds to be able to open and close. Yeah. Yeah, that would be very cool if you could interact with them for sure. That'd be nice. Something I wanted to see is the fireplace. Like, where do we want our chimney and everything? Because I would like. Ooh, I guess we can't search fireplace. Let's see, where is it? Maybe it's in the decorations tab and things. I think that's probably where we would find that. I know I've seen it, so it's gotta be in here somewhere. But yeah, I was hoping to do a little bit of interior and stuff today. Interactables, maybe? That's where it's gotta be. We see all the forges and things out in here, but where's the big fire and chimney? I know it was in here. Where are we gonna find it? Not there. Not the decorations, unless I scrolled past it. Wait, first one, second row? Wait, hold up. Interact. Oh, that one. Okay. Or I'll miss these things all the time. Yeah, the layout is the biggest difference. The jungle, like the terrain, or more open valley, beach terrain. Gotcha. Nice. Yeah, interactables. That makes sense. We found it. We're good. Alright, where do we want to put it now? I'm thinking somewhere in here. Alright, this is a free placed sort of a thing. So maybe we have it go like right on the edge of the wall back here, and then the chimney pokes up there out of the house, and then we put like a stone wall along the back or something. Maybe for now, you know, I didn't like I said, this build was not planned at all, so there's some things that'll look a bit wonky about it, but that's okay. Let's go with these pieces on the sides, because I'm gonna try to put some little half walls and then instead have a centered doorway here. So let's do that. Let's see here. Where do we have our little openings? Let's get this one here. Oop. Oh, can we not place it in the... Yeah, this is another thing too. Like, we gotta have it so that the big building pieces snap in the middle of the two half walls. So yeah, unfortunately I can't do a door there. We'll just have to have it open for now. If I want any kind of an opening in the center. We do have these double wide things, but again, that also does not snap properly in the middle there. So we can't use that. What could we do? We could use these pieces. We'll do a little bit of stone on the outside there just to make that fireplace look nice. And then maybe some up in here as well. There we go. That'll work. And then these ones, maybe instead of being the log ones, they end up being these pieces. Yeah, those will work for now. Do we have a bigger door, like a double wide? That could be cool if we had a double door, because right now we only have these single wide ones. So yeah, a double door would be a nice piece to have there. That would be the equivalent of like one of these full widths. I like that idea. Let me write that down as a build piece to add. That would be nice. Katie, welcome in. I was watching your YouTube on this to catch up and looking good. Yeah, it's off to a great start, and there's a lot of cool things about it. Middle foundation snap points is a huge need. Yes, definitely. Definitely. And yeah, like you were saying the other day, Code, RuneScape Dragon Wilds did a good job of sort of creating, like they divided the pieces up into 4, and so you got those 4 snapping points on a floor piece. That was a pretty cool thing. I liked how that worked. Is that a double door next to the door you were trying to use? Wait, let's see. I will look. We'll try to look because we have these wall pieces that you'd fill. Like maybe what you're saying, because we could use these doors. Actually, you know what, guys? What if we did these? Because this is the door, right? So what if these snapped? Yeah, okay. I was wondering. It looks like these only snap in a door frame. Yep, they only snap in a door frame. Okay, well, if they didn't snap in a door frame, what we could do is put 2 of these side by side right next to each other, you know, or like, yeah, just a double wide door frame essentially. Because we can't do that right now. You know, we've got this piece, but this isn't a, you know, it's more like the wall for the sides for like a diagonal filler. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think we have these stone walls here, you know. But I don't think that's double wide. We'll see though. I wanna check and see if, you know, yeah, we can't snap. Oh wait, come on. We kind of were, yeah, no. That doesn't quite work or fit them. Good question though. Build a tunnel. We do have those. We do have pieces for that. If we, you know, well, we could first of all do it with the wood, with the little rounded pieces. I love that we have those. Those are really cool. And then we also have these nice, sort of like arch, you know, pieces that we can use with the stone to sort of come out like that, which is really cool. All kinds of different variations there. Same thing with the wood ones. So I think those are super cool. We just need some arch wall pieces to match them. But that's awesome. Can you using other pieces to create a middle snap point? Good question. And maybe we could. You know, what I could do here in theory, right, is let's see, let me rotate my character. What I could do is delete those 2 foundations. So we don't have a half foundation, and that's kind of where a little bit of the issue lies, is that I can't really, like, I can't snap a half foundation, but we do have floors that are only half floors, right? So, like, I could take one of these and, like, rotate it around like this, if it'll let me, yeah. So I could take one of these and rotate it, and then maybe that'll allow me to snap a floor piece in between them. It actually won't. Yeah, we don't have. Oh wait. There we go. So like that, and then maybe it'll allow me. Yeah, now we could place a door in the middle, like that if we wanted to. So there's kind of workarounds, but yeah, because we don't have half size foundations or other things, like some of it's a little finicky, but kind of, I suppose. You have to do your daily 6-7. Isaac, welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Hey. There it is. With Alt and Shift, you can place and rotate them, and maybe it can still work. So yeah, with Alt, that's the free place button. And the free placing does not, like I said, the snap points for these pieces are in the middle of the piece and not the bottom of the piece. So yeah, in theory, if the snap point was on the bottom of the piece, we could, but because it's not, yeah, little things like that. Wait, can you use other pieces? Yeah, and to make it work now, redo the floor. True, actually. Now that I placed that, I wonder if I can delete those and then put a put back a floor foundation for now. Yeah, that at least gives us the door. That's very true, actually. Let's go back to these pieces and then... Yeah, there we go. Nice. No, good thinking. Good thinking. And now I can at least have a little door-ish opening there. Definitely nice. Yeah. And then we could grab a door and plunk it down in the middle here. So, yeah, hopefully this is helpful for you guys to just see what, you know, a few workarounds from things that I was thinking about from the last time we streamed. And then we can put some windows on that top deck portion. But this is definitely working out well so far. Like what we got going on here. So let's do 2 big windows on both sides here with the wooden ones. Let's see. Let's grab the full like balcony lookout areas here. Have it sort of be this open feel. And then let's do another floor right next to here. That looks nice. Maybe this is where we could have like the open, sort of an open floor. Or maybe just over part of it. That might be kind of nice. Where we could have a little like open balcony spot here to look down over the first floor. And then maybe we do a little bit of interior stuff today. So yeah, there's the fireplace, which you guys have seen there. And then we have all kinds of other decoration style things to mess around with as well. So let's do a couple of things. Oh yeah, this has to be the, let's see here. This has to be the stairs as well. Get up to the loft. Let's see, let's put that there. Perfect. And then let's do this here. And one of these little half floors right there. Awesome. Now we can get up to there. And then we can put a little railing. Yeah, because we don't have the halfway points. That makes it a little harder on those little end pieces. One power of no structural integrity, very true. Yeah, and I love that because of the fact that, and like the devs were saying the other day as well, because there's no structural integrity when the base raids happen, which there apparently will be some base raids, or at least an option for that in this game, because of all the creature AI and things. If they destroy your base pieces, it will still leave the blueprint of the piece, and it won't destroy your whole base. It'll just destroy that piece. And because it destroys it and there's no structural integrity, that means your whole base won't just collapse if they destroy your foundation pieces, right? And then you can just go and build it back because the blueprint will be remaining. So definitely nice. Autism Maniac Gamer, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I've waited for this game forever, it feels like. Want to play it so bad. Hope it will be a demo soon for us non-streamers. Heck yeah. Hopefully. You know, I don't think a demo will happen this year, but yeah, hopefully we'll keep hearing more about it and things will move forward. But definitely very exciting to finally be checking it out a little bit. I wanted the little roof overhang here. Where was that? There was a cool building piece. Oh yeah, and you have the stone stairs as well. Little single stone steps that you can put down from places, so that's nice. Oops, I guess that didn't really snap in the right spot. There we go, that did. Be easy to rebuild. Yeah, with the blueprint, exactly. It's very nice. Have the devs showed any of their test builds by chance? Be curious to see what they've tested, or how they've tested the building. That's kind of what our job is right now with the alpha. We are the ones to push the building system and do all kinds of things. The devs have obviously had, like, so if you guys want, you know, go to the Under a Rock channel or Nordic Trolls channel on YouTube. Check out their trailers and things, because they've posted a lot of trailer content and clips and things about the game, little building clips, and their trailers do have some builds in them, which is cool. And so yeah, they've done those. Let's see, where was the little awning? I know there was a, yeah, it was this piece. It was this piece here. And this piece, it looks like we just free place it, so let's put that maybe right above the little back door there. That'll work. Ooh, that rabbit's pretty low on health. That rabbit is pretty low there. Alright, so that looks nice. The back side of our house, just a little bit more finished up. Pretty good. Hope you're good to see. Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Building is your thing, so it looks like you are the best the best place right now with this awesome game. Heck yeah. No, it does have very cool building and a lot of cool potential. Yeah, I'm really excited to see where they take it, what kind of changes that they make over the course of time and stuff. So yeah, it's very promising. Let's get some more light in here as well. So let's see here. Want lights, and let's go with, what if we put some blue ones up in here? Because we don't have blue ones in our house yet. I don't know. I just want to see like how, that's like so like fantasy though. Like look at that. It like the foggy haze and the blend between the blue and gold. We gotta have like a blue cozy sofa area back in here. Decorations, yeah, we gotta have like this piece here. That's a cozy like little sofa seating area. And then another thing as well that other people have also been suggesting, right now we are not able to sit in the furniture. So yeah, sitting in furniture, I will just put it on my list of things as well, just in case. But that was similar with other games. You know, I think back to Enshrouded and stuff, you weren't able to sit in the furniture. That was something that I suggested in the alpha of that game as well. And they added it pretty quick, which was very cool to see. Ooh, the light bleed through the cracks in the floor. That's pretty wild. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the blue is perfect for temple or dungeon. Absolutely, right? Yeah, sitting in furniture, lying in beds. Yeah, basically just interacting with furniture in general. Something we want. Yeah. Just put interactivity with everything, pretty much. Reminds you of grandma. Furniture is meant to be looked at and not used. Isaac. Yep. This game has everything your brain loves. Exploring, building, fighting, and animals. Just hope your computer can handle it when it comes out. Probably will be able to. I still haven't tested it, by the way, on my 3050 tablet, but I'm going out of town, you know, for the next few weeks, and so I plan to download it on that and try it out. That tablet is the exact same specs as a Steam Deck, so we'll see how it runs. If it runs good on that, I think a lot of people won't have any issues running this game. And that's just the alpha. Keep in mind, it'll be more performance friendly as the full game rolls out. But yeah, I'll test it out, and then just join my Discord server if you guys want, and ping me and ask me if any of you are curious to see how it runs, and I will reply. I'll still be active in the Discord when I'm out of town, so feel free to join there. What could we put over here? We have all these like nice canvas pieces too. We have the pet houses for our creatures. We could put some of these out on the dock and stuff. gotta have our little pet houses. All right, let's see here. Let's do this piece, yeah. And we could put a couple of them like maybe there and there. Gotta have our little creatures with us. Want to be able to open and close the blinds, sit in any chair and couch, turn on or off your lights. Yes, very true. I'll just put that down, like not only furniture but like, you know, interactivity with everything. Yep, that's I'll just put that. Why did Apple autocorrect? I put interaction with everything on my phone and it autocorrects to everything LLM. I'm like, no, I'm not talking about AI right now. Like, don't autocorrect everything to everything LLM. Like, Apple's autocorrect is pretty dumb sometimes. It's like I spelled it right too, and then it just automatically put everything LLM. I'm like, no. Cover the furniture with that clean plastic covering grandma's head. Yeah. Can you build a lighthouse with round roofs? Yes, if you want to do a rounded structure, that is possible in this game. With the triangles. So that part is like Conan Exiles. We're hoping to get corner snapping with furniture. Or corner snapping in general, I should say, with all the pieces and stuff. But right now, if you want to build a rounded structure, what you would do is use the triangular pieces. So if we go to like let's see here, foundations. If we go to like these triangle foundation pieces, you can build around in this game, kind of like this, and then let's say you wanted to build up with some walls. Could do that as well on all the sides. I want to try, yeah, because I think we can just use like the triangle pieces. So this would be the smallest size circle you can currently make in the game, would be this. And then if you wanted to, you can go to the roofs and then go to these triangular ones. And let's see here. Yep, there we go. And then, you know, that would be the simple way to make a very small rounded hut. And then you can obviously expand on that, make it much bigger and stuff. But yeah, similar to Conan in that way right now. I was able to open and close the blinds. Whoops. Read that message. I was like thinking it was. Marcus Prime, welcome in. Yes, cover that. Yeah. Tell Liquid your suggestions are coming through you. Okay. I'll write them down, Code. I'm writing them down. And Liquid watches all my streams, it seems like, on his free time while he's lurking and working. So shout out Liquid and the developers. They really are skimming through like everything and looking for all the feedback. He was replying in the Discord to me yesterday of all the things that I was mentioning on my last stream, because he wasn't able to make it live for some of that. So yeah, they are definitely taking notes. They're really looking for all the feedback they can get. That's part of the reason I think that they did the open alpha without the NDA, because they really are looking for, you know, all the feedback they can get from everyone, which is awesome. Can expand on that with a square foundation on each side and more triangles. Oh yeah. If you wanted to do a larger circle, you know, we can. That's what I always do with Windrose or Conan or things like that. You just take the I mean, I'll just show you guys here how it would work essentially. If you had well, okay. I need to build this a little farther away because it's gonna be big. If you had this, and then you would take these square foundation pieces and put one of these on all sides like that, and then you would go back to the triangle ones again and put them in between all the squares, and you can just continue alternating that basically as far out as you wanted to, right? Like, oh, if I want to go out even farther, I could put that there, and then, you know, do like that, and then put the square one in between them. You know, you can go out as far as you want, make as big of a circle as you want, by using those triangular pieces, and you know, sort of how the roundness works there. Wait, Liquid works? I know, right? I'm surprised. It's like the devs actually work. Yeah. Yep. They do. Thanks for showing people. Yeah, I figured to help people watching for sure. Well, thanks for telling me to show people. It's always good, because I know lots of people will have questions. And yeah, there's that bug again where we get that piece that like attaches to our character. I shared that in the bugs channel. Uh-oh, the crab's going after the rabbit. Oh my goodness. That's some crab chops if I've ever seen them. Oh my goodness. That's funny. Oh man. All right. So what other kinds of decoration we wanna put in here? We got the little tables. These things are so cute, or I guess like kind of little stools or things. Where are the? Oh yeah, we have little chairs to match these larger couches. Oh man, this is so cool. How would I compare this to Conan Exiles? Will there be any NPCs to put in your base? Not feel alone. So think of this more like Pow World or something. So it's not going to be NPCs, it's going to be creatures that will help you out and do things for you, and mounts and pets, and, you know, it's going to have a very extensive creature and taming and, yeah, creature AI system. So that's going to be more of the, in that regard. As far as comparing it to Conan, it has the very similar build system of Conan at the moment. Which, you know, I've told them it'd be nice to change that a little bit because it works. Well, it works, right? Because Conan works. I just personally don't favor Conan's building system. I think it's really outdated, and it kind of is. You know, that game is one of the oldest survival building games. You know, other than Minecraft and kind of the OG games, but yeah, now that we have games with corner snapping and all kinds of other things, I think it's it would be cool to sort of add that. But it seems like that's what they want to do, so that's going to be really cool as far as kind of changing some things there. But right now, the building system in this game, I would say, is, if I had to compare it to something, it's very similar to Conan Exiles. But hopefully it'll be kind of a mix, you know? It has all the triangular pieces and stuff like Conan, but then hopefully it'll have all the corner snapping and the beams like Valheim or Windrose, and then you get the best of all worlds, and you can really go crazy with the build. Can you change how bright the lights are? No, right now you can't. And that's something like Grounded does really well. If anyone's played Grounded, it'd be nice to be able to click E on a light. I love that about Grounded, and I think this game could actually do a really good job of that, because this game has so many light options. That could be really cool to be able to interact with the lights, change the color of them with like a color wheel, and change the brightness and stuff. Because yeah, Grounded does have that. They have the full interactable lights, which is a very cool thing about Grounded there. All right, maybe we'll put like a little coat rack on the side of the wall, which is cool. Yeah, we do have so many different little options, you know. Could put some like little stool there or something, a little shelf that we could just put kind of in the middle there maybe for now. I don't know. I'm just looking at some of the cool pieces we have. We have a little wall shelf here. We could put up all kinds of paintings and canvases and just all kinds of fun stuff. And yeah, the little awnings. I want to try to see how these look, maybe on the front or on the deck or something. I don't know. Where would be a good spot for these little awnings? I mean, maybe over here, but let's see. If I put like them, what if I put them over in here? Oop, come on, crab. Yeah, I don't know. Some little canvas tents there. Except here seems like the indoor lights is better than Conan. Yes, lighting in this game already is definitely way better than Conan. Yeah, lighting and performance and everything else, and then not having structural integrity unlike Conan as well. You know, like this game really is, I'd say, overall a better building system than Conan. The snapping though is definitely janky, and some of the things are very janky in the alpha, but once fixed, it's gonna be very good building system. Addie and Mia, welcome in. Hope you both are doing great. Build looks awesome. Heck yeah, I appreciate you. I'm glad you like it. Have any of you heard of this game, Under a Rock? You both might like it. It's very cool. Hey, we got some hide. Oh yeah, there's also auto pickup in this game too, by the way, you guys. You can just hold down E and just auto pick up everything in a area. You know, that's already in this game as well, and a bunch of other quality of life stuff, so it's cool. But yeah, the flavors do not mesh well. Yeah, some of the things like that. Have they hinted at release and early access date? Not yet. I hope we get some of that soon. And Pop Pocket, welcome in. Glad you like the build. Haven't heard of it, but yes, looks kind of great. Yeah, I'm sure you'll probably love it. It's that mix of like Conan Exiles, Valheim, Enshrouded, Pal World, tropical island survival vibe. It's gonna be a really cool game, I think. It's one of my top anticipated games, so it's really cool to be checking out the alpha a little bit. First time watching gameplay of it. Clearly been living under a rock. Exactly, Addy. The blue light is a bit too harsh. I'm just a boomer. Yeah, Isaac, no, I think that's probably why someone in YouTube chat was like, yeah, being able to turn the lights down would be nice. Because, yeah, the blue light is, I wouldn't say it's too harsh in general. Like, if they just left it that way, like, it's fine. But the gold light is definitely not quite. Well, okay, so if we go back to the lights, I used these torches, right? The blue, like, you know, maybe the red is more intense than the gold lighting, you know, maybe that would be better. I mean, let's just see, you know, yeah, we could put like some reddish glow on the lights and things. I think color-wise, it's just the blue looks more intense because our eyes perceive it as a much more intense color. So I think the levels of them are all the same. That's something I've had to learn in web development as well, is to actually purposely dim colors down that our eyes perceive as brighter to make them all look the same brightness, even though like I might be dimming something down because I have like these teal and orange colors. I'm doing my website and all the headers and stuff, and I was like, I made them both the same opacity, and one of them I had to make 1/3 of the opacity of the other to make them look visually the same. It's very interesting. Like, yeah, lighting is a hard thing to mess with and get right. But yeah, just having like a little brightness slider and a little color slider, if you could interact with them, I think that would be the best of all worlds. That'd be great. You meant height, and Conan always had to do 2 walls on top of each other. Yeah, to not get claustrophobic. Yes. Now, the height of this, I do feel like proportions-wise, this game is spot on. Like, this height actually kind of works without feeling too claustrophobic. And this is just 1 wall high. Which is really cool. Love that. Yeah, optimized resource pickup is much easier. Yeah, I think this game, survival-wise, is going to have a lot of amazing quality of life stuff, so should be good. Yep, UE5. Yes, they're using Lumen and Nanite. Been following this for a while. Yeah, this and Guardians of the Wild Sky are your 2 biggest games you're waiting for. Heck yeah. Yeah, those will go hand in hand. Great games together, for sure. Blue with the couches giving you club vibes and some EDM music. Lighting and color in general is tough. That's why it's more important when painting your house to bring the swatches home. Yep, into your lighting to see the color versus the store lighting. Absolutely. Or even paint like a piece of that. You know, if you're painting a kitchen, you paint like one cabinet a full color. But yeah, we've got a crab. So this is we right now with the alpha, Addy, we just have access to building, so there's no combat. You know, they've disabled progression, lots of things like that, since we're just mainly focused on building. But we do see a lot of little creatures running about. We get the rabbits, the crabs, some dodos, some fish, you know, all kinds of things like that. Some snuggets and all kinds of other little creatures out and about. And they'll attack each other and cause havoc and be silly, but yeah, we're immune to them right now with the alpha. I chose to they gave us these like demo tools to like have creative mode essentially, and when you click on that, it makes me have like infinite health. You know, I don't die from them anymore since I can't fight back. Don't talk about the crabs. Yeah, the great battle between the dodo and the crab on last stream, that was hilarious. That was really hilarious. Deeper, welcome back. Hope you're doing well today. Yeah, because the lighting and colors are all different. It affects so much, for sure. For sure. And yeah, all the eggs too and the decorations and stuff. Yeah, we have so many things. I mean, it's just insane. You know, we do have, like, making a base feel homey in this game is something else. It is awesome. Do these little, like, we have, like, little crystal decorations? Do those actually give off light? I think they might. They do. They do give off some light. We could have, like, yeah, that's really cool. Because this is all things in the lighting tab. You know, we have these like little candle bottles, little chandeliers, you know, and we can, you know, raise it up or down or things like that. We could put like a little chandelier over the coffee table. I mean, all kinds of like really cute stuff. Little candles. I don't know, I'll show you guys some of the, you know, some of the lighting options that we have. The little single candles there. Little like pixie dust jars. These guys, oh yeah, these are freaking awesome to be able to like put out on a porch or a deck. The little lights above. They have so many really awesome options here. Some little like torches, both like straight up and down and angled. This is super cool. And then all the brazier options as well. So yeah, lots of nice things in the lighting already. While we wait forever on this game, we'll have to keep yourself occupied with Windrose and Voyagers of Nera. Yeah, this game is kind of a similar style to Voyagers of Nera. I think people who like that one are really going to enjoy this. Yeah, we have so many like the little plants and things and the landscaping decorations, hanging plants. I mean, just so much. All the rocks and vines and foliage and, you know, there's so much in this game right now, as is with decoration, which I'm so happy about. Yeah, it's going to make for some very homey bases. And comfort level is a whole thing in this game, you know. You will have higher comfort levels and stuff like that. And then, yeah, the decorations tab, we have so much in here. Obviously, you know, little fish on the wall with the little board there, and so many things, little pet bowls and, you know, animal trophies, antlers, all the little jugs. We get these nice rugs here as well. And I love that you can place these under the tables and stuff too, to be able to not have to like pick it up and move things around. All these cool little designs here. And then, yeah, all kinds of trophies, targets for shooting stuff. We get little tables, all these little like animal statue things. A little round table, you know, could be nice for like a corner. Yeah, all the paintings, the ropes, these little benches. I mean, just super cute. Little wall dividers. Yeah, I love this. Little rock stacks. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. A crab and dodo battle. He missed it. It was really funny. The dodo was just like rage baiting the crab. He was staying on the deck. On this one and the other one, and he stuck his head through the bars in between the deck railing, and the crab was down below, and the crab was just like making all these like funny angry faces and noises because he couldn't get the dodo, and the dodo was just like sitting there like looking at him with his eyes all popped out. It was the funniest thing. Extensions to lighting that hangs down. So yeah, little chains or extensions could be very cool. That's true. It'd be nice. They even have like wind chimes here. You could hang from the outside. Just so many different little cute options. And then yeah, all the interactables, of course. All of our different crafting stations and the, you know, the little breeding huts and things like that. So many different things we can build. So we'll have to put some of these inside. We even get like a little like stone campfire. Like maybe we could have a little campfire here, and then we could take the. Is there like a rounded bench too? There might even be. Well, either way, there's the rounded like little table, but yeah, we could put like a little bench and a little campfire over here, or the little hot air balloon in a bottle. That's really cute. Oh my gosh, maybe a little like stick pile. Next to the campfire if we wanted to have that for some little like kindling bundles. It's technically scrolls, but you could use it as a little like wood pile. A wood pile would be a cool like decoration to add though too. The amount of decorations you love. Yeah, please do not get rid of any of the plants and decorations. Yes, we made that clear on the last on the first stream actually. That the devs right now gave us these in the alpha, but I begged them to leave them, and they will. They said everything in here, all the vines and all of the rocks and everything else, they'll keep. Because we liked them so much, and I think that's such a unique part about this game, to be able to place our own landscaping things. So yeah, they plan to keep them, which is very great. Windrose has left its mark. I'm glad you like it. Where's the shipwreck inn? the Windrose one. Yeah, the kitchen stove. I know we gotta do like a little kitchen down here. Maybe in this little corner. Let me get some gold lights down here, just so that we can have something. Is this a little brighter? Yeah, we'll get back to the Windrose build after I get back from my travels. We'll get back to that. That'll be exciting. Okay, interactables. This is where we could place all of our little kitchen goods and things. We've got like the little stove and this little oven thing here. I mean, all kinds of really cool things. This is more of like an outside. This is more of an outside thing. Yeah, the little loom. I mean, just so many things. We even have this nice fire pit. This is actually a really cool one. Much larger, and it can kind of easily go on like a rounded thing there. It's so cozy though. The low level lighting here as well, and super cool. You meant this game when I'm gonna need to build the shipwreck? There will be shipwrecks in this game that we'll come across, which is cool. There's like a little clip of that and stuff. So that'll be nice. Yeah, I haven't built one. I don't know if we can. Maybe that'd be cool. All right, so I'll change the time a little earlier so you guys can see it again. And then I'm thinking, what if I could put what if the windmill goes out in like I don't know. I could put it out there for now. But yeah, there's windmill pieces. So much stuff. The little like barbecue grill spot, little barrels to go out on the dock. I mean, man, people are gonna have such a cool time with the decorations in this game. Such a cool time with them. Yeah, the little fruit press, all the different bed options. So neat. Well, these little dressers, the cupboards. Yeah. And then we also have the backpack thing. So everything in here is clutter that we can place. You know, all of the stuff in this menu we can build with. If you want to put food on the table, or you know, put a little pet rock out there, place a little hat on a hat stand. I mean, do whatever you want. Little cameras. So many things. It's so cool. Do you know if there will be possible to have similar house pets, like aquarium or something else? Oh, it's like smaller house pets for like fish and stuff. I don't actually know. If any of the devs are in the stream, maybe answer that, or let me know in the Discord or something. I'll check on that. But yeah, I don't know if house pets will be. Well, house pets will, you know, creatures and all. But I don't know if like we'll get aquariums, like little fish and things like that. Maybe, but I don't know. How is the character creation? It's pretty good already for an alpha. I wasn't really expecting much, but yeah, we have a lot of options already for an alpha. But yeah, they plan to do a lot more with that when the full game comes out, so it's hard to say. You know, I do think it needs a little more, but from what they have planned, it seems like it's going to be pretty good. Not going to be as advanced as some games, though. You know, if you're looking for like Conan Exile's level of character creation, that game does have a lot of customizability and things. Same thing with like Bellwright and other games like that, where you can literally like warp your face and eye spacing and eye diameter and like everything. You know, you can change like every single color of every piece of your eye. You know, like some games have crazy character customization. So this game will not be to that level, most likely. I mean, like, I could be wrong if the devs really want to spend that kind of time making it to that level. But because it's more of that like cartoony style graphics, it's going to probably be simpler than some games. But it'll give you enough. They have, you know, like 10 different glasses options for what glasses you come in with. You know, you can customize the color of your default clothing to anything you want and stuff like that. So it's nice. You feel free to check out the very first stream we did. It was 2 streams ago. I've got the VOD on YouTube. I think it's still up on Twitch as well. It stayed there for like 2 weeks. If you want to see more of that. Actually, I think my Twitch VODs stay for like 30 days or 60 days even. Pretty sure. Because Twitch affiliate and stuff, I think I'm able to have them on there for a pretty long time. Yeah, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad at all. And then out here, all of our little decorations, we can put, you know, some little benches maybe on the dock. Maybe a little something there. There's so many cool little options. Ooh, this is a nice place to have a couple of benches. We're sitting out right here to enjoy the spot. And then, ooh, we gotta have a little table. Let's have this here, and then put the little boat in a bottle on top of it. Or not the boat in a bottle, but the balloon in a bottle. We have that one, but then the little like shipwreck. A little model ship there is kind of fun. Thanks for answering. Was just wondering, because I know about the big pets we can tame. So it'd be cool if we had, yeah, with like a lit up aquarium. That could be very cool, actually. Maybe a little fish tank build piece or something. Kind of like the boat in a bottle, but maybe just having like, I don't know if they'd really add like where you have to like feed all the fish and have like a full-on pet aquarium that you'd have to like take care of, you know. But they you know, like a little aquarium glass build piece, kind of like the balloon in a bottle or something, that could be pretty cool to add. I love these little creature totem pieces. So these are all creatures and things that will be in the game. Like that's a little troll head, for example. Those will be in the game. A lot of these will. There's so many cute little options here. This is fun. The little dodo head. I wonder how you're gonna get this though. You have to kill a bunch of dodos to get the dodo trophy. I know some people probably won't, or like the little cute Snugget ones, you know. That thing tried to kill me the other day. That was our first death in this game. Love it if we got an aquarium and feed the fish, or fish food with koi fish to feed. Can you stack the totems? Sure, yeah, you can stack the totems. I'll go outside and screw around with that a little bit. But yeah, if we took, let's see here, where do we have like some of the options here? Like, you know, let's take a shaman and a troll. You know, some of these ones, like the shaman one, actually is like a really good one to stack because it has like a flat base on it, you know. Zoom out of my character a little. Well, maybe, I don't know. We could stack some of these, you know. Oh, they all kind of do. Same thing with the troll. So yeah, actually stacking them, yeah, because they all have like a little flat top and bottom, you can absolutely stack these. And make your own custom. Yeah, that didn't really work. I gotta like just jump out to here maybe. Yeah, I don't know, that'll work. Yeah, you can make your own custom totem and stack them if you want to, which is kind of cool. And you have different totem bases as well, just for that option. So it looks like if we have that base, maybe that would go well with a dark, like maybe this one. That totem would probably go well on this base. It's got kind of that purple and red. So yeah, you can do all kinds of fancy things, and they add some nice color to the base. We also have like the bone arches, like if you want to build like a little rib cage skeleton on the beach, little spiky things that we could, like, you know, glitch into the ground if you wanted to. And then of course the little rocks, which I think add such a nice vibe to the beach if you kind of scattered a few of those around. Yeah, just so many little cool options in here, which I'm loving. This is very great. The little barrel shelf, that is super cute. Love that. I need some little single steps on the sides here. Let's go to the stairs and put one down here so that we can get up easy. Looks like the like Spooky Island from Scooby-Doo now, with all the totems and stuff. It is starting to look really cool though, and yeah, imagine it with all the different roof pieces and beams and cozy stuff. I mean, this is this has got a lot of fun things, and when you actually have the use, you know, I don't really know, like, in as far as the interactables go, you know, I'm guessing like we'll eventually need all of these. You know, we have a blueprint table, which we already know what that does because we messed around with that on the first stream. Yeah, drying rack. There's so many different craftables that I'm not sure what will, you know, be doing much with them because there's no progression at the moment. But yeah, that'll be very cool. You'll have plenty of things already to fill a decent sized base with all kinds of goodies, and then just have all kinds of cool options to sort of do this rope rigging style building. Yeah, I really like this. I really like this a lot. All right, what do you guys want to see for the last stream we do of this in a bit? You know, maybe we'll be back again after I get back from traveling, if the alpha's still going on. But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to see when it comes to the pieces, the building, questions about the game, suggestions you want to see implemented, you know, all kinds of stuff like that. The little feeding trough there. There's so many things in here. The hatchery, you can put that in here. So all the creatures and stuff. It's gonna be a big piece about this game. I have to say this game has so much you would have wanted in Windrose. The decoration library that is in this, that game is very small. Yeah, Windrose doesn't have a whole lot. It does have a decent amount, but I do love how, and one of the things I love also right off the bat in this game is just how closely all the build pieces match, you know? Nothing looks out of place. That you can tell they were all modeled very carefully and beautifully. Because I know some games, you know, will just take a lot of like bits and pieces from, you know, asset packs and stuff and slap them all together, and they just don't look good together. And so I'm just really happy that this game has taken the approach of modeling all their things from scratch, and you know, the devs are doing a great job making the building system just feel very cozy, and everything goes so well together. It looks like a very finished game when it comes to the graphics of it, which is very nice. It's very polished. All the little decorations and things just go so well together. How do the pieces interact with the environment? For example, building on the rocks, hills, elevation, trees, etc. So thankfully, like we were mentioning earlier a little bit, they actually don't, you know, there's no such thing as like a building piece that's in red or not allowing you to place it, you know? So if I wanted to do a house on some rocks, I absolutely can. You know, we could pick this little island in the front there and and do something. So if I wanted to go to construction, we could grab some stairs and make our way up there and go up to the top of these rocks and build something if we wanted to, and then destroy the stairs or have I think ladders. Are ladders a thing yet? Because ladders would be cool to add. We need ladders as a build piece. I'm gonna write that down. I don't think they are. Let me just like search for them as well, just in case. No, we don't have them. They have all these like nice like rounded windows too, though. Circular walls. Yeah, so we do have we have all kinds of. This is really cool. Okay, so yeah, let me put it down. Ladders. I want those. That'd be cool. Game has amazing building system and loads of decoration. Yeah, make it at home. Exactly. Would love a little more ethnic variety in the hair during character creation as a developer note. Like a different, yeah, like just more different hair options and stuff. Good to take note of. For sure. And they'll probably be adding a lot more of that. You know, they mentioned that the character creator was very early and just a few things there. But yeah, if you want to glitch things in, you know, glitch them into the rock like that, raise them up. You know, if we wanted to do a full like rock base, we could. You can climb things as well, so like, you know, technically we can enter our base by climbing into it, but yeah, we could put things around rocks. Anything we want, you know. Use the we could do full-on houses on these rocks, and then, you know, use like the rope bridges to get between them and do all kinds of fun building type stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of possibility. And then, you know, if I wanted to, I can latch on to things and climb around. You know, we could do a little lookout here, some rope bridges over to those rocks. It's very cool. I'm probably gonna... Oh, okay, that was deep enough to not take too much fall damage. This is really cool. I like all the like foliage in the water in this little spot. But yeah, as far as terrain, you know, as far as things interact with the environment and stuff, and same thing when it comes to landscaping, you know, all of these pieces we can sink down into the ground. Like I mentioned before, if you wanted to build like a little arch bridge with stones, you absolutely could. Do sort of like a staircase with landscaping pieces, or create your own rock arch, or your own cave as well. We could create our own stone cave, which could be super cool. And you could take like some foliage and kind of like mesh it all in. Like we could legit build a Hobbit hole in this game. You guys, if the alpha is still going on, when I get back, we're doing that. We're gonna build a Hobbit house, okay? We're gonna build a Hobbit house by using landscaping and creating our own custom cave, and then we're gonna build a cozy Hobbit house in under a rock. Literally under a rock, get it? Cause like it's, yeah, anyway. We're gonna screw around with that, cause that would be so cool. Cause this, like, as I'm just screwing around with this, like being able to add our own, like, oh man, this is so perfect. Oh my gosh, you guys, imagine how, like, no freaking way. And then we can put the little vines and stuff on here. Like, this is why they need to keep the landscape in the game. That would be it. And again, these things, like, they'll have to... Well, actually, we can use the free placing mode to, like, place some of the vines and foliage. We could create our own cave, right? That we could build inside of. And they have all of the options for that. So it's like, you don't have terraforming, really, but you can kind of terraform with these options they've given us, right? In a certain way that actually is really cool. No, it's very early, though, at least, yeah, put it on the radar for sure. Absolutely loving the design of this game. 100% will be playing this. Yeah, it's very cool. It's very cool, and it's off to such a great start with so much possibility and things like that. All you need now is fish pond and build a cool little garden around the cave and pond. Yeah, I know, right? It would be cool if we had like a little fountain or bath option, like a little animal bath. I think that would be a really nice option to add to this game. A nice building piece would be so... Oh, crap. I'm not invulnerable to fall damage yet. All right, that's death number 2. It's fine. I'll just respawn over here because I didn't... Oh, wait, where did I... Alright, I died. Is it, like, way over here? I'll have to go find it. But yeah, the world is pretty beautiful. You know, there's a lot of cool spots to build. I guess this will allow you guys to see the environment a little more as well as we walk over to our death zone for anyone new tuning in. This is just one of the many different biomes and locations they'll have. Didn't think that through, right? A pond and aquarium have been suggested in the past. Don't think we got a definite answer on that. Yeah, okay. I'll make note of that then. That like a little, you know, a little something to add when it comes to like a little body of water customization with that would be cool. But yeah, see, we get these really nice existing hills that we have. These little rock outcroppings. And imagine what we could do if we like took this rock outcropping and extended it out to create a hobbit hole. Like, that would seriously be cool. That would be really cool, and it would look like part of the environment. Cause yeah, there's so many little cool things you can do with the landscaping. Be super cool to be able to do a jungle-inspired garden with caves and rocks and loads of plants. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, and with this this game, you know, it allows us to do that. Yeah. The kiln is also a little bit too big. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. I like it, so that's very Conan Exiles-y because Conan Exiles, let's see, where are the interactables? Conan Exiles has a lot of things that are too big to fit on one floor. So I think with the kiln and this thing, the smelter, they need to be they could be this height, but well, no, not this height. They could be somewhat that size, but they need to shorten just a little bit. I think they should. I think every crafting thing in games should safely or pretty safely fit in a one, you know, level of house, right? In one standard house level. I don't know, that's just my opinion. Some things could be taller, you know, Valheim has a few really large building pieces and crafting stations. So some of them could be, but I do think it's like they're close enough to where like just make them the height of the floor, one of the levels, I do think. But yeah, they probably will go outside for sure, because they might even need to vent the smoke and, you know, things like that. So I'm sure that'll be the case, but still, I think that would be cool to make them slightly, a little bit shorter for those pieces in particular. But yeah, we do have so many different options, which is so cool. All the little rounded bits, and yeah. This is really great. All the staircases, arches, the awnings as well. The little what we can do ones with have the little fur on them. With the not the fur, but you know, the little wood slats and the straw. Foundation edge. That's pretty cool as well. If we wanted to do like an overlap, this would be great, for example, for a rock house. If we built a house on a rock outcropping, to be able to do these little like edges that come out like that, and have the bracing that goes into the rocks. We even have like little triangle edge pieces here when it comes to building like a rounded piece around a rock. The 45-degree edge pieces. I mean, there's some really nice pieces that I'm glad they have in this game right now. That's for sure. Never know what to do with the gigantic blast furnace and Enshrouded. Right. Looking forward to this game. It's going to be on PS5. I think so, yeah. They're hoping to have it on, I believe, PlayStation, Xbox, and all of that at launch as well. So it's not going to be like you got to wait a long time. Once it launches, obviously you have to wait a while for the launch, but yes, they're heavily advertising that it's going to have all the support for those things, which is really cool. Never played Valheim. Even if it made in our neighbor town. Oh, it's made in your neighbor town. Yeah. But I haven't watched streams of it. It is fun to watch, but I think you'll play it yourself. Yeah. I think like different games are for different people. What do you not like as much about Valheim? Or, you know, that you didn't want to play it? Because it's actually my second favorite survival game of all time. I love Valheim. I think it's really, really great. And I'll be doing more playthroughs and stuff for 1.0. Cross-platform play? Yes, that is what they're intending. Looking forward to this game. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. When you say it will be available, if you know, if I had to make a guess, probably late 2027. At least a year from now. Is probably what I'd say before we get demos or hear more. Which, you know, I do understand where a lot of you guys are coming from like, you know, man, we've heard about this game forever, you know. I felt that as well a little bit. I think there's lessons to be learned when it comes to announcing a game maybe a little bit too early. This is kind of cool. We could create our own custom spiral staircases with these steps as well. But yeah, I think there's lessons to be had when it comes to just having announced it a bit too early, in my opinion. I think it's really cool, like when you're excited about something, to want to share a lot to the community and stuff, and share all of this process. But I think they probably would have done better to announce it like maybe 3 years at most before completely being released, right? By the time it's released, it will have been maybe 5 to 7 years since we heard about it, and we've been hearing so much about it that I think it built a lot of hype, but it could hurt its release depending, because of the fact that yeah, you know, by the time it actually comes out, it might kind of have lost some of that hype. And I do think doing an open alpha was a good decision on their part, so that people could actually see the game, like you guys are actually seeing it right now. And you know it's real, you know it's coming, you know they're working on it. We can get the devs and get a lot of questions answered and things like that, which is super great. But yeah, I think I'm really hopeful that it'll still do well for them when they launch it. Because I was a little bit worried about that initially with how long it was taking from when they did announce it. And you know, I think it got hyped up, but then if it doesn't come out, you know, it's gonna lose that hype, and then other games are gonna be coming out and kind of just taking over at the time. And yeah, it'll be interesting. Good thing is in stream you can play for an hour and you can't get past the graphics. You can, if you can't get past the graphics, you can refund. Yes, on Steam for sure. For sure. Valheim's a bit hard for you to watch, yeah. And then it feels a bit blurry in the graphics. That's the default of Valheim, but you can always change that in the settings. They never had that to begin with, and then they added a depth of field blurry setting. So I just removed that. I personally don't like it. Grounded has that too, and I just remove it in Grounded as well. But yeah, Valheim has the option to remove all that blurry background. So I always do that, because yeah, I agree, I don't like that part either. If they make it good and it does seem very nice now, it'll be worth the wait. Yeah, exactly. I think them doing an open alpha, and then the hope is that like maybe they'll keep this open for a bit and continue rolling out features and changes and updates, and continue to sort of take that feedback from players, and maybe I'll be allowed to keep sharing things with you guys and getting feedback from you guys as well from seeing it. But what would be really cool is if they kind of continued this alpha, you know, did some did some tweaks to the building because that's this first stage. And then once they are at like a happy spot with some building, at least like a good starting point, then it's like, oh, maybe they'll roll out combat. We'll get to try out some of that. And then, you know, they have all of that built. Don't get me wrong. Like they have all of that created already. We just don't have access to it in this alpha right now. But it could be something they add eventually, you know, and bring features like that into the alpha, or some of the exploring or quests, or, you know, I'm thinking like Enshrouded alpha had a lot of that. You know, it had a very finished feel to the game, just the very first part of it, you know, up through like the blacksmith and carpenter and stuff that we could get. But yeah, I do agree. I think if they keep doing a good job, if they make it good, if they you know, listen to a lot of feedback, but also just continue developing the game and making it what they wanted and what the players want and things like that, I think it's gonna really turn into something special. And it's just really cool to be hopping in. You know, for this entire alpha, I've just gone into it with an open mind, very low expectation. Because obviously, being one of my most anticipated games, it's easy to go in and be like disappointed at first because of the lack of content or things like that. It's like, it's just an alpha though. You know, I've played plenty of them. I know what a game is like in this stage, and so it was easy to go in with those low expectations of just like, yeah, I'm really curious to see how it goes. I can't really compare it to much right now. I can't really say much about like what I think of it in comparison to other games. Will I play it for sure when it comes out? You know, all kinds of things like that. It's like, we'll see. You know, that's my best answer right now. We'll see. What I can say though is it's off to a great start. The dev team is awesome and very responsive. It has a lot of promises and a lot of good things going for it. And you know, that's the attitude to have during alpha, is like, you know, I can't promise you guys anything, you know, just have low expectations and stuff, but just being able to look around and see some of the things we can do is really great. It's really cool. Hope they open up it for us non-streamers so we can play. Yeah, having a demo and stuff in the next year or something would be a really solid. If they could get that out in the next year, I think that would make a lot of people happy. But yeah, definitely it'll be very cool. Yeah, I don't know if I'll take the full time to go through and deck out this entire place today, but you know, as long as you guys kind of see all the different things that we can make in it, you know, just all the different decorations, the crates, the barrels, and we can store things in these as well. We have these grindstones, all the different tables. I'll just place a few things. You guys can see what different little decoration pieces look like. Because there's a lot of cool ones. Lots and lots and lots of interactables and all kinds of cool things. A little barrel. Can we place things in this one? Is this like, oh yeah, the barrel rack, we can place stuff in there. So what I do love is that on that note of having everything be interactable, we can place things in these, ooh, the barrel rack is huge. So I love how they've made all the furniture pieces interactable, how you can store things in them and place stuff in them. I think that's great. That's really great. Played the Windrose demo for over 250 hours just building, collecting stuff, and exploring islands. Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it would be cool if they kept a demo for a while for this game and kind of built upon that. Yeah, we have these little cabinets here. So many nice options for interactables alone, you know, and then all the little decorations and all kinds of cute things here. Little chairs. Yeah, these are awesome. Little skull trophies. We could put one of those above the fire. Yeah, the antlers too, and so many things. I love these little barrel shelves. This is really cool. And can we put stuff? Oh no, yeah, we could place stuff on the shelves, but yeah, even the little wicker cover, we can put stuff in them, which is really cool. It's awesome with storage everywhere. They've really thought of everything this game when it comes to building. Yeah, quality of life stuff. I will say I continue being impressed by this game. You know, already having auto pickup, already having a screenshot, you know, photo mode feature. It's just, this is so cool. Where you can change the depth of field, the sensor, the time of day, the sun angle, the moon phase, the weather type, the image size, you know, do like cinematic movements if you wanted to make like little trailer or some cool thing. Like, I love that they've added that. And even having this creative mode and things, like most games don't even have this when they launch into a full game. So as a creator and, you know, YouTuber and stuff, being able to take thumbnail screenshots and other things like that is a massive game changer in games. It's amazing. And I just love when games think of that and add that. It makes my life so much easier, and it's really, really nice. Any plans to revisit Dragon Wilds? I'm actually playing it again, just for fun. I don't know if Code's still in the stream, but yeah, Code and I started up a little world just for fun with that. And then when their big update comes out, but so yeah, just for fun. I don't know if I'll do it a whole lot more on the channel because that game kind of died off a little bit, and it just doesn't have very many plans to continue. I think it's a good game, but it's not my favorite game, and I think as far as the channel goes, I'm really gonna narrow in and focus more on Valheim and Enshrouded and Windrose when those all... So Windrose, they didn't say 1.0, but they did say the Ashlands update end of this year, so 1.0 for two of my top favorite games, along with the Ashlands update for my third top favorite game. It's gonna be a busy end of year, and so I'm kind of getting ready for that. Because by the time, you know, I'll get back from my trip first week of July, and then we'll have the rest of the month of July, and then August, and September 9th is going to be here before you know it. We're going to be diving into Valheim 1.0, one of my favorite survival games of all time, and doing so much there. It's going to be so nostalgic. It's going to be so fun. It's all going to come before you know it. You know, it seems like a ways off right now for some things, but it's going to be here before you know it with all of them. And so I kind of just want to relax a bit, get ready for them, you know, plan some things, finish up old project. You know, we'll finish the shipwreck build in Windrose. We'll finish the diagonal house in Enshrouded. I kind of want to finish that. Yeah, maybe some more builds for Windrose, a few more build videos in that game. Stuff like that we'll just kind of get to a point of being ready to dive in fully to the 1.0 releases of stuff there. So it's going to be very exciting. These are really cool. Different little sizes there. And like, let's say if we wanted to put like if we wanted to go to the landscaping, and let's say I wanted to put a flower in a pot, I could. Because, let's see here, let's go to decorations and put like a pot on the floor like that maybe. Or even like, yeah, we have lots of different options. We could put some pots on the floor and then go to landscaping. And like, let's say I want this plant to go in there. I could phase it down here a little bit. And maybe have like a little plant in a jar, or... you know, similar things to these guys. Maybe if I wanted to have like some of these, we could like glitch them down and make it look like those are coming out of the little pot for like a little house plant. Just all the options is something that I'm definitely today. I have less critiques with the decorations, more just about making things interactable and continuing to add more pieces. But otherwise, I must say the decoration in this game, I'm very impressed with so far. I'm really loving it. It makes it feel very lived in, very homey. And there's not a whole lot I would change about it right now. I think all the decoration pieces, they snap just fine. If I aim at the top of a cabinet or a crate, they go on the top, and it's not giving me any issues there. So the placement of them so far is working great. You know, I would say for the vines, they're a bit finicky. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's like, you know, they just need to, they need to make like a slider to bring them in or out, because they can kind of only go up and down, and there's a little bit of yeah, it's just not, doesn't really work very well. It's like they're, I don't know, they have to kind of be in here, and then I would love to be able to just do a bit more with them, because they're hard to get placed in the right spots. So yes, for some of the foliage and landscaping tools, specifically the vines here, I'd say that's something I would like to, yeah, the hanging flora. I think that would be like one of the things I'd say could be done a little bit better when it comes to just allowing us to place it in a finer way. Yeah, because even if I turn on like free placing and then rotate around, like that kind of works, and then you can just like, you know, but then it's like it auto rotates backwards again every single time, you know, so it's like I gotta correct it and things each time. But so it works for the most part, and it works pretty well. I would say they could launch the game with the way it is now, and it wouldn't be a game breaker or anything. So really minor critiques today, and mostly just new features and new pieces. But as far as existing build pieces, I like the decoration. And yeah, Alpha, the snapping needs work for sure. Yes, for the build pieces themselves, there's a lot of work that needs to happen. And the dev confirmed, they're like, yeah, it's going to require new rules, like a whole new rule set for the snapping, things like that. So it will be something that they spend a lot of time on, and they'll have to kind of rework the system. But I'm hopeful, and hopefully they will, and I think it'll be really great. So yeah, building pieces themselves, I think this house was a cool test just to see what's possible, because we did the roof overhangs, we did all these half pieces, all kinds of glitches and things that we could try to figure out to see what we want in the building system. I think building a Hobbit house and using some of those landscaping tools would be really cool to do as another build. I hope to do that in the alpha. So I will try to do that. That'll be our next build if you guys want. But yeah, as far as that, first impressions wise, I'm loving it. I'm loving the way things look. I'm loving the way things fit together. The decorations definitely are working out amazing. I think they all look great. I think they all place really well. It's just a matter of, yeah, being like, I want to sit on my bench here, you know, or or stuff like that. But they're off to a great start. Really good start. Looking forward to 1.0 of Dragon Wilds. Yeah, it'll be cool. Started playing Grounded. Now you're watching Grounded series. Heck yeah. Is it so good you're going to start? You're starting Grounded 2. Yeah. So I did do a playthrough, or a bit of a playthrough of Grounded 2. In the early version when it first dropped. It was a live stream playthrough, so you can look at the VODs in the live tab of my channel. I have a Grounded 2 playlist, I think. So yeah, feel free to look through that. I won't be doing more of it on the channel. I will be playing more Grounded 2 because I thought it was very fun, but it just didn't do well for the channel. Grounded didn't do well for the channel, so I won't be posting more of it. But yeah, it's a good game. You can place one vine, then copy that position. Not really. Like, yeah, it's a little hard. The hitboxes on the vines are just a little finicky. Otherwise, though, it's not bad. It's definitely not bad right now. They work pretty well. You know, if I have them rotated in the right spots, you can see here that they place where you want them to place. And I think it's just the whole like rotation. Every time I place something, the auto rotate. But we already suggested that in the last stream. You know, how the whole auto rotate thing can kind of screw with us when it comes to the vines and all the build pieces in general. They always rotate backwards from you. And so yeah, few little tiny things like that, but otherwise I'm really happy with how the decoration works. I was kind of wanting to just try some of that on today's stream, you know. And I think it's great, you know. We have all the little festival things for, you know, and they place perfectly on the tops of things. They don't leave a gap. Like, I'm also looking for that when I'm placing decorations. They actually place directly on the hitbox of the build piece, you know. There's nothing that is looking out of place or weird or gaps or anything like that. If I wanted to place the little hanging lights, they place, and they place on the roof, and they do it perfectly, you know. So I think that so far everything is really amazing. It's really coming along great. Have all the little jack-o'-lanterns and pumpkins for Halloween time. So these will probably be like little seasonal items in the game, kind of like Valheim. Yeah, super cute. We demand a Hobbit house. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that then. Those crabs are really not like in your building. I know they're all over it. Or maybe he does. Maybe he likes chilling by the fire. It's like, y'all want some roasted crab meat? Let me just get the process jump started for you. Does the blueprint system work for decoration as well? Yes. Yes, I do believe it works for decoration. So, like, if I put, let's say I'm gonna put a little present in here, a gravestone, and let's go to like all pieces. Let's go to like decorations. Put a little bench in here, and then also the backpack. Where is that? I want to go. Come on, backpack. Let's put like a bunch of like little dodo legs down and other random bits and bobs in here. And then also the landscaping. I'm curious to see, like, you know, let's put some potted plants in this build and put some flower pots on the walls, which again, they're just working so perfectly. They directly mesh to the railings. Like if I want a flower pot right there, I put it right there and it works. You know, the decorations I'm not having any issues with today. So I'm very happy about that. Very, very happy about that. But yeah, so we'll do that. Let's put like let's put a little bush on the outside of this. What about a rock, like maybe right there or something, and then some vines on the side. I love how we can put the vines even like behind the little flower pots. That's really cool. Okay, so let's do that, and then let's go ahead and blueprint this. So we could just do that. Let's see here. Okay, perfect. And then let's go ahead and give it a name. We're just gonna do like test deco or something. All right. So now with that, let's see if that will place and have everything included. So let's go to the, oops, blueprints, test deco, place. All right. Yeah, looks like it. You can see that everything here is placing, including that little piece along the outside. But yeah, this whole thing, if we place it here, and then we can click all the stuff. It all places, including the rocks, the landscaping, the decorations, the furniture. It's very nice even that the decorations show as a different color than the build pieces, so that you can easily see them separate from the build pieces. Love that. So yes, indeed, the blueprint system does work very well with decorations and all of that good stuff. So love it, love it, love it. And then I think you can like destroy, yeah, you can destroy blueprint pieces. Like let's say you accidentally copied something, I could just destroy those two and they won't show up anymore for me. Yeah, the blueprint system is amazing. Uh-oh, my hammer broke. I'll have to go get the demo items again and drag it in. But yeah, it's awesome. So today was a really cool test, yeah, of the decoration stuff, and it's inspiring me to try to build a Hobbit hole with just landscaping materials, and then we could fill it with something, you know, some of the building pieces. Yeah, this blueprint thing is awesome. Oh, for sure. This is something that makes this game set apart from other games, and it's amazing. To be able to share your blueprints with other players and have them build it is so cool. Absolutely love that feature about this. Is there no build radius? Can build absolutely anywhere. No limit, no height limit, no... Yeah, anywhere. Inside of caves. Caves are part of the terrain in here, so even though it's procedurally generated, caves are seamless. You know, feel free to check out all the VODs that I have posted on my channel about this game. The last two, you know, we did a caving experience in the first one as well to see how the caves look. But yeah, you can build literally anywhere. There's not been a single place I can't build, at least in the alpha here. But there might be, whether it's boss fights or certain POIs that block you from building there. But otherwise, yeah, you build anywhere and build as big as you want, and it doesn't get laggier the more you build. You can build hundreds of thousands of pieces and build an entire base across the entire island. It's no problem at all, right? Like, so it's very... The build system, a lot of things are really good about it right now. Yeah. Thought Grounded 2 would be more different from Grounded From the first one, yeah. Seemed like a DLC as 6 months ago or so. Yeah, a little bit like that, right? Right? Is there no... Yeah. So yeah, you can build anywhere. You can build whatever and wherever you want. You can build in the sky. There's no structural integrity. It's really cool. Just hope they make a move easy for everything you loot farm. Like what do you mean by that? Just hope they make a move easy for everything you loot farm. Cause yeah, being able to move your base and stuff, yeah, and wood and all kinds of things, yeah. It'll be interesting to see how that works. You know, I did suggest for the blueprint system to have like a build all button, you know, that we could like try to build as much of the blueprint as we can to just like feed resources to it, and that would be kind of nice. I would like that, or be able to have a move your base feature where you could literally just move the base to somewhere else. And no crashes at all today, Alpha. There are still some known crashes, and I could replicate them right now if I wanted to, but they've patched all of they seemingly have patched what I've experienced before. So yeah, today no crashes, so we're good. Demo 1 FPS, welcome in, hope you're doing well. Thanks for the stream, gonna dive under rock on your own stream in a few minutes. Heck yeah, Sherry. Maybe I'll try to stop by. I'll probably wrap it up because yeah, I'll keep this one a little shorter. I just wanted to go over a lot of questions and a lot of the decoration stuff today, and so far there's really nothing super finicky about it. So I'm very, very happy with decoration. I think, like I said, to recap, just a few more decoration pieces. Like the more decoration they can add, the better, right? Like more rock variations, flatter rocks for the landscaping, more bushes and foliage, maybe like a moss glob or like a grassy blob or like anything, you know, any additional thing will be greatly welcome. I love what they have so far. Super cool. Currently watching the old Wilderheim series, all waiting for 1.0. Heck yeah. I can't wait to be diving into another Forever. I'm planning a full Forever World playthrough for Valheim 1.0. So yeah, you guys, it's going to be a busy end of year, a very exciting end of year. So much. I'm just really stoked to have gotten to check out this alpha a bit. And yeah, we'll hopefully dive back into the alpha a little bit when I get back from my trip and do that Hobbit house build. I think that'll be the next plan. If there's any other questions, absolutely anything, or any suggestions you all have from watching the VODs or watching the streams and things, do join my Discord server and let me know, because we want to give the devs all the feedback we can. I'll also just do other testing in this game of just trying to spam place as many pieces as I can. Just like spend like a few hours just like literally trying to see if I could place like 10,000 pieces all in a small space and lights and everything just to try to break the game. So yeah, please let me know anything you guys want to see after your first impressions of seeing the game and the building. You know, obviously the game is not, we don't have access to that right now. We have access to the building. So anything in this alpha build that you guys want to see, let me know. Comment in the Discord, just exclamation Discord in the chat if you're not already in there to join. And then yeah, I'll try to be active in there when I'm on vacation. Not really vacation, but you know, when I'm out of town, I will try to be active in the Discord to answer questions and check in if you guys are sending things and stuff. So yeah, and I'll try to play it on my tablet because I'll bring that with me on the trip and see how it runs, the equivalent of a Steam Deck, and see if it plays this game well. But I really appreciate you all joining. What a fun week. This has been quite a joy. And yeah, I'm going to miss you guys. I'm going to miss you guys for a few weeks. But we'll be back. And yeah, hopefully you all have a great few weeks. Do something fun for the summer. And I suppose I'll see you guys after first week of July-ish. I'll be back and do some more of this, do some more windrows, all that good stuff. I'll keep you guys posted when I'm back, and have a great time. Alrighty, everyone. Take care.